All right, what's up, YouTube? Still dealing a little bit with Shin Splints. So the way that we're working through that is yesterday, I just cut down my mileage, but my shins it's my left shin in particular, was still quite tender. So today, used the C2 bikes, and did a 30 minute session on the C2 bike. And what I did was, first 15 minutes did big gear, so the fan was all the way up to 10, and tried to just keep like a 60 RPM, and I feel like that's good training for my quads. And then the second 15 minutes on the session, I tried to increase my RPMs to half my cadence. So cadence is usually, north of 165, closer to 170. So on the RPMs, I turned the fan down, I think, to 2, and was pushing closer to 85s there. So that was able to kind of mimic the turnover that I expect to have tomorrow, and then also got some quad work in. But again, just really trying to manage my shin and making sure that I don't overtrain. And it's been kind of a bummer to be missing the mileage this week, because it's my last week to really increase my fitness. But I kind of think there's two ways to look at it. I mean, one, it's maybe a little bit of overtraining, or I don't know, like we're getting close to like injury. But on the same side, or on the flip side of the coin, I can look at it as like, man, my training, I've really brought it up to that line. Like I've honestly really rised to the occasion with my training and put everything all out there, that I got all the way up close to that line where, we could be injuring ourselves, but haven't, right? No major injuries to like prevent me from running the race. And so like, I view this as the training that Bryce has put me through has been just executed perfectly. Like, we are leaving no stone unturned. We are riding all the way up to that line, like the most training I could possibly do, that my body can take, that I can still feel healthy, and just really attack this race in a couple of weeks. So tomorrow we've got a banger. We've got over 20 miles, 3 5-mile intervals at marathon pace. So I'll be trying to run those at 6:40 or less, again at elevation. But yeah, 2 days ago, I was able to get on the tread and did I believe it was a half marathon. So I did 13.1, and within that I had 2 4-mile intervals at marathon pace, and I ran those at I think it was 6:37s, and I felt strong, felt really good. But again, my shin was getting quite tender. So the past 3 days did that hard run, and then the past 2 days kind of have taken it easier since then. And tomorrow I've got a really big workout, last major workout before we begin our taper. So really looking forward to it. And yeah, man, I think this is the point where, when I'm usually going after a goal or a competition or whatever, my mind plays these games with me, and it's my mind is like trying to search for the next thing. Like, it's almost looking past this marathon, and is telling me, or is asking, I'm asking myself, like, what's the next goal that I'm going to go after? What's the next race? Or am I going to get back into CrossFit? Or like, what is next, right? And that's something I really have to just like fight, because it distracts me from what the main goal is, and that is finishing what I've been freaking working on for almost an entire year. So I hate that I do that, but I've found myself the last 48 hours, 72 hours really fighting that, like almost thinking ahead, what am I going to do next, instead of thinking about execution on race day and what I need to do now to really prepare myself for the race. So So I don't know if there's anyone else out there that's kind of like that, but I don't know if it's a defense mechanism or what. If it's a way that if it's like nerves, but I feel like I have to like really like recalibrate myself and just like get myself focused on right here, right now. What's my short-term goal? That has been my long-term goal for the past year. It's this race that's coming up in a couple of weeks. What do I need to do now? To make sure that I execute. So. Anyways, just a lot of thinking, and I think this taper, the last taper that we did for Mesa, my body was like reacting super weird because like it wanted to run, like it was like ready to freaking just go out, and I was able to hit my goal for that marathon, and so I hope that the same is true for this one. So I'm excited for the taper. I think my body is going to thank me for it. And then, like I said, I think we're in really good position right now for a really good race day in literally 2 weeks from today. So, getting excited. The other thing is my wife is actually starting to stress out a little bit more than I am. We'll be taking our twin boys with us, obviously, and then Bryce is my running coach. He's going to be running the marathon as well. He's bringing his wife and then his newborn daughter and 2-year-old son. And we're all staying under the same roof in a loft, like some sort of like loft house situation. So my wife's like freaking out because it's the first time we've traveled with the boys, and then she doesn't know what the sleeping arrangement's going to be. And I think she's a people pleaser, and she knows how important this is for me too, but I think she just really doesn't want the babies keeping people up. But her heart's in the right place, but she's starting to get stressed out. I think she's more stressed out than me right now. But anyways, training's going well. We're going to stay safe. We're going to stay away from injury, and we're going to get one last solid over 20-mile run in tomorrow, and then we're going to begin our taper. So things are looking solid. Got to stay focused, stay dialed, and keep the main thing the main thing. So here we go.